Hey guys, it's Shadowswim, and I'm here to present to you a Lissandra update video. I know it's been a long time in the making, but figured I would go ahead and make this for you guys now, and before any more new champions come out. I will get a Lucian video out, but I just need to play him a little more, play him with, against some bots first, get used to him, play him against, people, get used to him there, all of that fun stuff. But I'm going to reference the previous video about Lissandra I made a lot. I'll put that video in an annotation, up in the upper left-hand side, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. But I'm going to reference that as often as I possibly can to, just kind of go back on what I said and, make sure that it's all correct and, stuff like that. Now, I'm going to say this right now. I said this in the previous one. Lissandra is still kind of in a way pigeonholed into getting a Rod of Ages first, and I've got no idea what my team is doing, but yeah, looks like this game's pretty much a throw. You know what, either way, regardless of my bad teammates not gonna force us to lose, yeah, Lissandra's still kind of being pigeonholed into getting that Rod of Ages first. If you don't want to get Rod of Ages, no big deal, you won't have the survivability. You can go for an item like Seeker's Arm Guard first. That's completely fine. Go into that early Zanya's, or you can just rush straight for Rabadon's Death Cap. All three options are viable. If you want that early survivability in lane, then you're going to want to go with that Rod of Ages first. It really comes in handy, and you're not going to regret getting it. Let me just put it to you that way. It'll give you the mana regen that you want, it'll give you the health regen you want, and it'll give you the mana and health you kind of desperately need. So, yeah. And, lol, I didn't even realize that Syndra was their middle. But, yes. So, it's up to you on which one you want to go. I'm not going to say you are pigeonholed, but you kind of are. Just in the sense of, do you want their survivability, do you want the burst? If you want that burst, then go for that Rabadon's first. If you want kind of survivability, kind of burst, go for Seekers. If you want just pure out, pure, survivability, go with that, Catalyst and Protector into Rod of Ages. Nobody's going to fault you for going either one of those three. They are all viable options and very worth it in their own ways. Am I gonna say one of them is the best? No. To each their own. Everybody has their own different playstyle. My playstyle might be different from, user 163953. And, they might go for the Rabadons first. Whichever one works for you, that's what's gonna work best for Lissandra. I'm not gonna say, hey, this is the end-all be-all starting item. No, it's not like that. But one of those three choices is perfectly viable. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the, Rod of Ages play first, just because, I'm up against a Syndra, first of all, so I know I'm gonna need that mana regen, the health regen, and the health. Just everything that the Rod of Ages will give me, first of all, the Catalyst to Protector part first, that is all, great, and then the Rod of Ages will help build into, the items I'm gonna be getting later on. After I get my Rod of Ages, I'm going to get a Tear of the Goddess. Then from there, I'm going to get a Landry's Torment, build that, I'm going to get Haunting Geist, build that into a Landry's Torment. Just because, more AP is always nice, more health is always nice, and more Magic Pen is nice too. That you get from Landry's Torment. Again, it all depends on how you play Lissandra. I personally try to play, defensive style, kind of passive aggressive in that sense, where I'll be able to survive for, long time. I mean, versus a Syndra who, I can barely hit with my spells at all. In fact, I haven't been able to hit her yet, just because my Q doesn't range that far. Like, even if I were to try and get it through creeps, it doesn't hit as far as she can stand and still get EXP. So it's completely up to you know, how she's playing as well as how I play. And I kind of automatically assume that the person playing Lissandra is female, but yeah, so it's completely up to the person that's playing Syndra to, you know, force me out of lane, just like it is for me to force her out of lane. As of right now, neither one of us is going to force the other out of lane. We're both playing it, you know, to our playstyles. You know, their playstyle is just as equivalent as mine. So, yeah, I can't say one is better than the other. And that is just simply not the case. And oh, look, you know, Syndra's level 6, and what did I get hit with? Oh, I got hit with just about everything under the sun that you can toss out. You know, is that my fault? Yeah, it's my fault for staying there. You know, I'm not going to fault anybody but myself at that point, because nobody else to fault but myself. You know, I've now put her way, and I mean way in the lead, but in the long run, it really shouldn't matter. She's up to 38 CS, I'm only at 28, that's because she can spam a lot more, and she's very, very defensive with her spells. I'm not saying that she's being defensive, but her spells, at the range that she can cast them, are very defensively. You know, it's gonna be very, very tough for me to deal with her, especially now that she's 6, and her ultimate is just a nightmare to deal with. Yo, yes, my ult is a nightmare to deal with too, but her ult is even more so because it does way more damage. Like, yeah, mine makes me invulnerable, but, you know, so what when, you know, I can't really, you know, negate the damage from her ult where she can mine. She just can't be in the AoE radius unless you plop my ult on her. Which chances of that happening are kind of likely. And Syndra, speaking of, is actually going, you know, went straight for Sorcerer's Shoes. Can't blame her on that. But, yeah, so as I was previously saying, you know, you kind of still are pigeonholed into getting that Rod of Ages first, kind of not. It all depends on your playstyle. If you like playing that defensive style, you know, where, you know, yeah, you're gonna get pushed, so what, big deal, your turret will take some minor damage, not a whole lot, then it's the playstyle, you know, getting that Rod of Ages first will be the playstyle for you. If you want to be the aggressor, if you want to try and get those kills early, you're gonna want to go for that Rabadon's early. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, because it's just not gonna be worth it. You know, and I don't know why my Leona is signaling me to go there, because, you know, I'm going to die regardless, you know, and it wouldn't have mattered either way, because their Udyr is there to take it. You know, this is the problem with recording while playing normals, is you get the that are spam pinging you for you to go somewhere where, you know, when you kind of can't, otherwise you will actually lose your tower. You know? And yeah. Oh look. You know, she just did a massive amount of damage to me, but she's also now But, you know what, that doesn't necessarily matter because, you know, she's about to go get her blue. So, yeah. The best thing I can do at this point in time is try and get these creeps down and farm as much as I possibly can. You know, now I'm gonna have to go ahead and back out anyway, even though I just popped a potion, because, you know, Udyr was just middle. And oh look, Lissandra, or not Lissandra, she actually doesn't have blue. What? Why don't you have blue? Like, that is one thing I will never understand. Like, she could have actually gone for blue and been fine. Either way, yeah, no. I have my Catalyst, I'm gonna get my Rod of Ages. After Rod of Ages, I'm going to go ahead and again get Landry's Torment. Well, first get Tear of the Goddess, then Landry's Torment. After my Landry's Torment, my Tear of the Goddess will hopefully be stacked up high enough so that way I can go ahead and get a Archangel Staff and have it actually kind of, you know, be worth it. You know, not saying that's not worth it beforehand, but, you know, you kind of want to wait so that we can get, you know, a big chunk of AP from it. That makes it all the more worth it. And you know, this Lissandra with her spells not really not really, what's the word I'm looking for? Costing a lot of mana. You know, or she's just getting a lot of kills to make it look like it's not costing a lot of mana. You know, she's way ahead in CS. Is that bad for me? Yeah. Is it like game changing? Not necessarily. What is game changing is the fact that, you know, she can hit me even when I'm running away and be in no real danger. You know, I'm forced to go ahead and play like hyper defensive and not even push out to the river. You know, I can, but, you know, I'm putting myself at a very, very high risk. Again, is it worth it? Yes. Now I'm able to get CS. You know, beforehand, not necessarily. And oh look, she's bottom, so I'm gonna go ahead and push middle. You know, not much I can do against her when she has 80 AP. You know, my tactics is always gonna be, you know, survive to mid to late game. You know, be powerful during that time instead of like, you know, burst down enemies super early. Because I know it's never, ever, ever gonna work out that way. Like, the games where it does, your enemies are just brain dead regardless. You know, you have to have a late game mindset, otherwise you will lose, and you will lose horribly. You know, that also goes without saying. If, you know, your allies are brain dead, then you're gonna lose horribly as well. And it looks like my top is going to go ahead and die, because he's being stupid and not backing out. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and just stay right here. I'm gonna stay right the balls here. I have no idea why Mundo's already, you know, pushing. You know, well, actually, it's Mundo. I kind of have to expect it. And he already has a Warmox. That's really, really good. Now, Lissandra has 122 AP. Definitely not good. You know, again, it's not the end of the world, but it's pretty bad. You know, for me, that is. And oh look, Udir's top. But you know what? It doesn't matter, because in, you know, a few minutes here, I'm going to go ahead and have almost as much AP as that Lissandra. You know, am I gonna hit anywhere near as hard as her from that range? Hells no! But you know what I can do? I can be hyper defensive. Make her come to me. Once she gets to me, and she's in turret range, hit her with my spells. You know, although I kind of can't, because, you know, she can hit me from under, you know, while I'm under the turret, and oh look, I can't do a damn thing to her.
There will be no Thor.
And you know, again, she's coming right at me. And again, I can't do a damn thing, cause look, she can hit me from right here when I'm right here. Balance? Question mark? No, why would it be balanced? Either way, I'm going off on a fucking rant right there. Let's get back to the, you know, plays at hand. You know, Top is doing great, but he's also feeding at the same time. He's going to die to that Udyr, not much he can do about it. And yeah, he's now dead. He's feeding Udyr quite heavily. Udyr is now 2-0, their Jax is 2-6, but he, you know, our Mundo is 6-4. That is not good whatso freaking ever. Like, in no world is that anywhere near good. You know, and it doesn't necessarily help that our, you know, our jungle is a Leona. Which I never understand, that jungle Leona. I hope that they just kind of stay there. LOL. And thank you for my blue. And thank you for all of that gold. Now there is nothing they could have done to me. You know, no, oh look. How much AP do I have? 89. How much AP does she have? 128. How close are we? 40. There's a good distance between us, but it doesn't matter when she can explode her freaking bombs on me when she's nowhere near them. That's the one thing I gotta say that's annoying to deal with versus, Lissandra. She can hit you from nowhere. I mean, look at how far that range is. She takes one turret hit. One. She takes one turret hit. Ooh, big whoop. I forced her to take 2 turret hits and still big whoop. It's not like there's much I can do to her.
This is but a battle. I've already won the war.
I'm trying to, again, survive to the late game because that's where it matters most. At this point in time, I can actually go and help bottom. Because that's a viable thing to do. Now, can we actually get that Udyr? Most likely not. And I'm gonna go have to kill that because damn, that thing freaking hurts. Of course, it's gotta be, it's gotta be damn Heimerdinger. And, that's a fair trade-off, I think. Now, yeah. Now to get my Rod of Ages and work on my Tear of the Goddess. Let's see, Tear of the Goddess. There we go.
No one will remember them.
So, now from here, me and Lissandra will be almost on equal ground. She's rushing, and I mean rushing that Rabadons. Like, there's no two ways about it. She's going for Rabadons. Like, she has the items for that Rabadons. There's no way she's not going to get that Rabadon soon. And is there anything I can do to stop her? No, not necessarily. I just have to delay her. It's a delaying thing at this point in time. And now my team's gonna go ahead and die to that Lissandra, and not much I can do about it. Although, it's a fair trade at this point. They're still chasing after Kale, so it's all good. And I'm back in lane, getting EXP, getting gold, and getting everything I need to be compatible with, to do equal damage to Lissandra. Yeah, I'm kind of throwing my men out here and there, but I kind of have the ability to do that now. Before I kind of didn't, but now that I have my Rod of Ages, I have that Sapphire Crystal, I kind of have, extra mats to throw around. So, it's really worth it, People are like, oh, your build's stupid. I'm not saying for you to go my build, but this is a build to go, and the reason why I get a Seraph's Embrace is you're literally like double, triple dipping with your Rod of Ages. So, that is completely up to you on how you want to play it. And, oh look, Heimerdinger dies again. That's perfect. Not much that they can do.
The Watchers will return.
At this point now, I'm kind of on par, in a way, with their Lissandra. Again, am I better than her? No, I don't think I'm better than her. But, I have to, I have the feeling, hey, I'm on par with her. And either way, it doesn't matter, because, oh look, she's got that Rabadon's death cap, and either way, Twitch was there too. So, again, either way, I was dead. Regardless if I had Flash up, if I was gonna Ice Wall, I was dead. Even if I ulted into Ice Wall, then Flash, still dead. I can't get away from Twitch and Lissandra. But now that I have, my Tear of the Goddess, now I can go ahead and get my Landry's Torment. That'll give me more health, that'll give me my, magic pen that I want and like. and that'll just, allow me to hit even harder. Plus, it'll give me health.
In time.
Landry's Torment gives you 300 health, 50 AP, 15 Magic Pen. With that, that'll bring me up to 38 Magic Pen and then 8% after that. So, I'm in really good stance to go and just wreck face. Yeah, my abilities... it doesn't appear that I have that much AP, but my abilities will hit like trucks. Because I have, 116 AP, then on top of that right now, 23 Magic Pen. That means I'm almost hitting Lissandra, Syndra for, full damage.
Everyone will remember them.
And that means I'm pretty much almost hitting Heimerdinger for, a good chunk of damage as well. And, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and help get that kill, because why the hell not? That'll get our Twitch some gold. That's definitely good.
I see things clearly.
You definitely want your 80s,
Double kill.
Alright, let's get back onto topic here with Lissandra, or Lissandra, however you want to pronounce her. Again, to me, both are correct. I'm getting Tear of the Goddess because, again, Rod of Ages will be double dipping with, that Archangel Staff / Seraph's Embrace, depending on, obviously I'm going to have both, but it's going to be that, Archangel Staff first. So, it's going to be nice to have, just to say, hey, look, that's a lot of AP that you guys have to deal with now. And I almost, got that ice shard off. But no, it's okay. So now I will work on that Landry's Torment, as I said. After that, I'm going to finish off my Archangel Staff, because I should, in theory, have the mana for it to be, worth it. In theory. Because it goes based, the bonus AP you get from it goes based upon your bonus mana. That's why that Rod of Ages is very, very nice to have. Because it gives you mana, gives you health, gives you AP, and then with the extra mana that it gives you, that also stacks with the mana, the bonus mana passive from Archangel Staff / Seraph's Embrace. It's really, really nice. People, oftentimes forget about that, and they're just like, oh, it's a worthless item, but when you pair it with other stuff that gives you bonus mana, it turns into a really, really nice, unique item.
I see things clearly.
And, yeah, that... lol. That dinger just had a waste flash and barrier. And, yeah, there's not much I can do to save you, Twitch. Yeah, at that point there was literally nothing I could have done. It's... at this point my boss would say Moxnix doesn't matter. Because we're losing, or we're winning top actually, so it's all good. And yeah, I'm gonna take that turret out because it's being annoying as shit. And lol. Get at me, you deer. Run at me faster, dumbass. And you know what? I'm just gonna stay here. Because there's nothing he can do. He can't dive me. If he tries to dive me, he gets, stunned under the turret. But yeah, this is what I mean. My, Tear of the Goddess will have, enough mana to make it worth it. Might not seem like it, but it actually will, and it'll be nice to have. It's double dipping in the nice sense. People say, oh, there is no nice sense. Well, in this case, there is. Because you are, you are getting mana, you're getting everything that you want and need from both items. And it's very, both items sync very well with each other. Leave it at that. Now, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and have to just not dive in. If only they decided to dive that. I could have, well, I couldn't have ice walled in, but I could have, you know, frost tombed one of them and, you know, laughed. But, yeah. You know, at this point in time, it doesn't matter, because, yeah, I've almost got enough for my Haunting Geist.
Battles come and go.
And, yeah, that's very, very nice indeed. Again, that's going to give me a lot of stuff I want, a lot of stuff I need. And then from there, as I said, get the Archangel Staff. Then it's going to turn to the Seraph's Embrace once I have mana for it. Or once I have the... yeah, once I have the bonus mana for it. And then after I get my Archangel Staff, I'm going straight for that Rabadon's. And then I'll have way more AP and survivability than that Syndra. You know, as weird as it sounds to say that, I will have, you know, more AP than their Syndra. Again, it doesn't look like I will, but I actually will. Because again, I'm building towards the late game. I'm getting my stacks up for that Archangel Staff very, very rapidly. And it's going to be noticeable once I get that Archangel Staff. You know, and also again, it's, you know, I'm double dipping in that sense with the Rod of Ages. You know, that's always, always, always nice to do. And if I can ult onto that Lissandra... oh, actually... oh, come on! Get him! Get the Heimer! No. No, my teammate won't be able to. But, yeah. So there's that. I now have 185 AP. She has 4 something. Again, it doesn't seem like I'll have as much AP as her, but I will. But it doesn't matter because our bot just pushed insanely good. Thankfully I didn't upload the previous game I did because, yeah, we kind of just got stopped. I'm not saying that this is, you know, a different video, it's just I'm able to actually tell you guys more. Because this game is actually relatively good. And it's not just, you know, complete stomp for one team, we're actually kind of even. You know, it's 24 to 21. But yeah, after my Rabadons, I'm going to be thinking about either Zanya's or Abyssal Scepter, or, you know, I might be getting something else, I don't know just yet. Most likely though, I will get that Zanya's for the survivability, as well as the AP. You know, it'll give me another few seconds of invulnerability. You know, 'cause what's going to happen in team fights is I'm going to be popping my ult on myself. Because that'll, you know, make it last that much longer. And, oh, come on. Come on, slow him, slow him, slow him, slow him, slow him. Oh, no, I can't catch up quick enough. Well, yes I can. And, yeah, that'll work for me. Because I just got 2 assists. And, either way, I'm dead, so might as well just accept my fate and get a kill. That Udyr is fed! Although, you know, Twitch just got the kill. And, yeah. May not even have time to get my full build. May. Either way, now I should be able to have the gold for... well, I'll have the gold for Blasting Wand soon. And then I'll be able to get the Archangel Staff, you know, shortly thereafter.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
You know, again, in theory, I will have more AP than that Syndra. Syndra has 474 right now, and she has a Deathfire Grasp. Okay, no biggie. Because, you know what? I'm going to be having, you know, from this I have, what is that, 80 AP. From my Archangel Staff / Seraph's Embrace, that'll be, you know, bare minimum of 100. Then with this I have 50. You know, then you add the mana from, you know, Archangel Staff and, you know, Rod of Ages into the bonus AP, or bonus AP I get from the Archangel Staff / Seraph's Embrace. You know, it all adds up very, very quickly. I am, what, 600, no, roughly 800 gold away, so, you know, I'm a ways away, but not so far away that it's unimaginable to obtain it right now. You know, let's leave it at that. Yeah, I'm far away from it, but I'm not far away from it, in that sense. And in the meantime, this gives me more time to go ahead and build up, you know, more mana on that tier of the goddess. That way, when I do get that Archangel Staff, you know, it's sitting at 400 or 500 extra bonus mana. You know, that's always nice. You know, and then, you know, see how quickly I'm getting there. I'm now 600 away instead of, what, 700, 800? You know, there, it goes relatively quick in League. You know, it's... I want to say that this build, it's for people that want or think they will have the chance to acquire that much gold in a decent, you know, amount of time. And of course, you know, there's 3 of them waiting, and I didn't get my, well, wasn't able to repop my ice wall in time to get away. Yeah, that was just bad placement and timing by me, and yeah. Yep, looks like we are going to lose. Maybe. So, I'm now, what, 500 gold away from that Archangel Staff? Close, yeah. And, you know, I should, in theory, when I'm up, if they continue to push, possibly get 1 to 2 kills. You know, possibly get 1 to 2 kills, that's always good. Looks like they're going to go ahead and back away, though. Still take our inhibitor again. This is no big deal. So, I get my Archangel Staff. I now have 2 slots open. As I said, I'm going to go for the Rabadon's Death Cap. That leaves me with 1 slot. Then maybe the Zonya's. Because I'm going to need that armor. I'm going to need the extra survivability. Or I could go with the Rylus Crystal Scepter. I mean, yes, it won't affect my passive, but it will give me more health, more mana, or more health and more AP. Which that's always nice. You know, I can't deny that that's always a nice feature. You know, more mana, or more health, more AP is always a nice feature to have. Plus, you know, if my abilities didn't slow beforehand, now they will. Again, it won't affect my passive, but, you know, big effing whoop. You know, I need, what? 200 gold? It's not that far away now, is it? I could, you know, go middle, but I think it might be a trap instead. Yeah, I'm gonna go for these golems because that'll at least guarantee give me gold as well as experience. You know, the experience I don't need quite as much of, but the gold definitely. You know, the gold is always what people are after, regardless of if they say it or not. You want that gold, you need that gold. And now I'm a mere less than 100 away from my Archangel Staff, and it's close to 400 AP, you know, that I have from my tier. So again, all of this is very good. All of it's going my way as of right now. And right there's the gold I need, there's the final experience I need for 18. And now we are all comparable. You know, my team's just doing stupid, idiotic things and going through our jungle. While not, well, they shouldn't. And now I have 336 AP versus their, you know, Lissandra, who has 557. As I said, I'm very close to her in AP. It's eerie how actually close I am. You know, again, you wouldn't think that I'm close, but I'm close. And there we go. I just did my full kit on her, shut her down, and there's nothing that she could do about that. You know? And I'm now going to go bottom to stop that Udyr. Because, hey, I can actually do so. You know, that Udyr now is pushing, and we have to stop him. Yo, look at how quickly he just wrecks through, you know, that health of, you know, that health of Mundo, and oh crap, our base is under attack. At this point, I wish, you know, the Warcraft 3 peon would be like, your base is under attack! But no. Or even the announcer would just be like, your base is under attack.
Executed.
Well, what? So I'm gonna go ahead and push bottom out a little more. My teammates are being idiots. I'm gonna throw the game because, you know, that's what idiot teammates will do. But yeah, I should, in theory, you know, very soon be able to buy my needlessly large rod, which will start building into that Rabadon's death cap. I could already get my blasting wand, but I think I'm gonna leave it as is and get the bigger item first, in that sense. You know, plus this, you know, just gives me more time to go ahead and get my my Archangel Staff hyper powered up. You know, I'll be having, you know, 1 mana shield, you know, soon, and then after that I will have a pretty much invulnerability for, you know, good 7-8 seconds when I pop my ult on myself, as well as the Zanya's. Oh look, it's their Twitch who spammed AP or attack speed items.
So many secrets buried in ice.
Yeah, their Twitch, I think, might just be scared, or he was just trying to push the lane up. But I mean, you have super creeps, you don't really need to do that. And oh look, our Twitch is being chased. Oh look, I now have 432 AP versus Syndra's, what, 5 something? Again, I'm very, very close to her. She's at 550. Alright, 557. I'm at 432. Yep. In theory, who do you think would win? In theory, Syndra would win, yeah. But in practice, you know, it's really up to the champions. Champions, heroes, same thing. And of course, I actually can't even do damage to him, so I'm just gonna stop this wave from pushing in and completely annihilating our base.
The Watchers will return.
But it doesn't matter either way, because oh look, there's Switch. You know, he is gonna go ahead and back the hell away anyway. And oh look, there goes our middle. And not much I can do. You know, this game is pretty much effed because my teammates threw it, because they're retards. But either way, it doesn't matter. You know, you guys can clearly see if I, you know, had the time, I would be able to get as much, if not more, AP than their Syndra. Which, you know, that's nice. That again puts me way ahead of her, and people don't necessarily realize that, hey, you know, Syndra can have a lot of AP. And oh look, I just, you know, completely wrecked that face right there, and boom. You know, now I can go ahead and get my Blessing Wand, putting me thus even closer to Syndra. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Udyr has like close to 2.0 attack speed, so this game really just does not matter. And lol, sniped. Because I can do that, because I'm Lissandra. Lol, as if he'd be able to kill me either way. And oh look, how much gold is that Rabadon's? 840? I'll have that very, very soon. Lol, I now have it. And oh look, I now have 612 AP. I can beat up Syndra. Low. Or at least have more mana or AP than her. So, yeah. As I said, this build relies on getting to those late stages where you will have that 1,000, mana from your Seraph's Embrace. You will have, your Rod of Ages completely stacked up. You will have that Raptons. You will have Landry's Torment. That's what this build relies on, and I pull this build off a lot on several different people. And lol at Jax. Cause yeah, I'm not gonna let that happen. I didn't even need to ult. Hell, even if I didn't, wouldn't have made a difference. I'm actually waiting for their Twitch to just kind of pop out here on top of me and be like, haha, I'm gonna try and kill you, and fail utterly. Although, it would be nice to go ahead and, kill this Udyr, and oh look, there's Twitch. Lol, the double kill. Oh look, I hit like a truck, I have more AP than Syndra. Told you it was gonna happen, guys. I told you. Some of you probably doubted me, but I told you it was gonna happen that I would have more AP than that Syndra. But it happens. People, again, forget that you're double dipping when you get a Rod of Ages and a Seraph's Embrace. It is a lot of extra AP that you're getting, and very, very few people realize that. And oh look, there's Jax. Oh look, there's their Syndra. And yeah, there goes their Syndra. Cause yeah, I kind of said so. I said it was gonna happen, didn't I not? Now if this game lasted even longer, as I said, I would be getting my Zhonya's right about now because, hey, I kind of want that, survivability. And yeah. It's definitely nice, and lol. I'm now going to back out because that Udyr can kill me flat out. Now I can go ahead and get another needlessly large rod for that Zhonya's and be close to, 750 AP. And again, there's jack and shit that they can do about this. And I still never popped my Seraph's Embrace for that mana shield. People, I'm guilty of that too. I forget about the shield. So, yeah. But either way, you guys get to see a full build of Lissandra, well, my full build of Lissandra, and after I get my Zhonya's, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my Sorcerer's Shoes to most likely Home Guard. Home Guard's a very sensible choice. It's not the best, but it's sensible. The only other upgrades I would go would be maybe like Captain. Let's see, Captain or Clarity. Yeah, Clarity, for that, base extra movement speed, but it's nice, not necessary, nice. But, yes, as I was saying, very beginning of this game, you are still kind of being pigeonholed into getting, Rod of Ages first, but as I'm saying, kind of, not entirely, and, it's not, it's up to you. If you want to build that defensive style, then you're going to want to get the Rod of Ages first. If you don't really care and you just want to go kill everything, then you're going to go Rabadon's first. It's completely up to you, and at this point now, Syndra has 762 AP with a Elixir of Brilliance. Technically speaking, again, I'm ahead of her. You know, and they are having a hard time dealing with Mundo. That is just sad. And lol, Twitch is BDing. And yeah, their Twitch does hurt, but you know, it's not like he's gonna kill me anytime soon.
I will restore Freljord's greatness. Battles come and go.
Little kids these days. It's the weekend at the time of recording this. I can't really expect much else. So now, yeah, I'm probably gonna go ahead and get Home Guard just cause. LOL! Syndra had to pop everything. Like, I seriously believe that was everything plus the goddamn kitchen sink. There's no way that wasn't every single thing. In fact, that was every single thing, including Ignite. I had no time to, you know... It's not that I didn't have time to react, it's just I completely forgot. You know, I could have popped my Seraph's Embrace into a Zanya's been fine and kind of laughed about it and, you know, killed Lissandra from that, or killed Syndra at that point. But you know, it doesn't matter. You know, this game's gone on for so long that I'm probably just gonna end the video here and actually upload it as I'm playing. But yeah, this is my full build as Lissandra. I would probably change out the Landry's Torment for something like a Void Staff, just because the, you know, percentage instead of, you know, flat. But as of right now, I'm at 38 and then 8%. So I'm ignoring 38 of their magic resist and then 8% of that. If I'm understanding the way Riot does their calculations, that is. You know, I could be entirely wrong and, you know, be stupid. And lol, Mundo just got the kill on Syndra 1v1. Lol, their entire team's melted to my team. And I'm not even there. That's sad. Udyr's melting. Yep, everybody's melting. And now we're gonna push and win, because apparently my teammates decided to man up and, you know, wanted to win. But yeah, 843... 843 AP with Baron buff. That's without a potion. That is kind of sad. Again, I'm way ahead of their Syndra. Yo, miles ahead. Well, our Twitch, but yeah, so since the game's pretty much over at this point, it doesn't matter one way or another. But yeah, the only items I would change out are the Sorcerer's Shoes and Landry's Torment. If you don't want, you know, if you're fine with not having that magic pen, you know, the flat magic pen instead of the percentage, go with the, you know, if you want Sorcerer's Shoes, go with Sorcerer's Shoes first of all. If not, if you're up against a lot of AP or a lot of AD, go with either Ninja Tabi or Mercury Treads respectively. And, you know, if you think you're fine, then go with the Sorcerer's Shoes. If you don't want to get the Landry's Torment, get the Void Staff instead. Both are equal. The Landry's Torment has the dot, has, you know, gives you health, gives you less AP, but it gives you flat magic penetration instead of a percentage. Whereas Void Staff will get you magic penetration percentage capped. As far as I'm aware, there's no actual number, you know, for flat magic pen resist, or, you know, reduction. But there is for percentage. Percentage is 40% for everything. Except for, I think, lifesteal, and lifesteal is, like, ridiculously high, but either way, yes. So, you guys saw it here. You know, we won. I had more AP than their Syndra, as I said I would. And, you know, if I had played it properly, I would have killed their Syndra multiple times, but commenting while playing, it's rough to do. So, quick recap. You're still kind of, in a way, pigeonholed into getting that Rod of Ages. If you don't want to get Rod of Ages first, go for the Seeker's Arm Guard, or, rush of Rabadons. And from there, it kind of depends on you. Obviously, you're going to get your boots. I always will recommend getting a Rabadons and Zanyas regardless. But it depends on which order you want to. If you want to go Rabadons, then Zanyas, after getting tier 1 boots at least, get your Rabadons tier 1 boots, then Zanyas, that's fine. Or get your Zanyas tier 1 boots, then Rabadons, fine as well. Either way is fine. If you get your Rod of Ages, go boots, and then, work to something else. As you saw, I got a Seraph's Embrace. It's kind of unorthodox for a Lissandra, but it does work out really, really well with that Rod of Ages play, because you're getting that extra AP, from the mana, the extra mana that you're getting from Rod of Ages. They synergize very, very well. People forget about that, and it's kind of a hidden power that it's nice to have. Let's just leave it at that. So yeah, guys, that's it. My name has been Shadowswalm, and I will talk to you all next time. And remember this, guys: never count your chickens before they hatch. Actually, no, scratch that one. Never call a game too soon. So yeah, remember this: never call a game too soon. That is it, guys. I will talk to you all next time.